Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to pre-market update. Nice pump from buy zone to the sell zone on all major indices. You can see S&P 500. Buy zone yesterday touched to sell zone 1% profits. And you can see 3 at 3 p.m. yesterday touched the buy zone. And then boom. All right, same thing with Nasdaq. You can see around same thing here. And the profits on Nasdaq were huge, 1.5%. Same story is on all the indices. You can see Russell 2000. Now it's moving from buy zone to sell zone. Eventually, it's going to go again to the sell zone. And then same thing with Dow Jones. Touch the buy zone and now going towards sell zone. Again, 0.6% profits. Guys, if you want to know about these indicators, there's a join button in the description of this video. Uh, Click on it, join. Let me know your YouTube ID on Discord channel. You can join that as well. Let me know your ID and I will add you to members group where I'm sharing these levels every hour with subscriber. And I also give levels for your favorite stocks and the trades I do, the stocks I'm buying and selling, that's also I'm posting. So a lot of data there and a lot of information that will help you to make right decision. All right, so let's start with the SPX cycle analysis. We will review S&P 500, Nasdaq, all of the major indices, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We'll review all the commodities, and at the end we'll wrap up with FANG stock. Okay. All right. And hit the like button, guys. Only takes 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. I make these videos every day, put an effort, and you can support the channel by just hitting the like button. All right, so SPX cycle chart. Looking for this dip now. NVDA earnings are good, and NVIDIA is up 7%. So it's not gonna be a quick decline. So let's see what happens. All right. So the window is still until next Friday. So we have a week left. I don't know what the catalyst would be. There could be some economic news or something happens. So let's see if we can get this tip. The other thing is we just went sideways. So I was telling you other option too. Like instead of a dip, the other option is to just consolidate going sideways. You can see S&P 500 for a week or so just went sideways. That's the other way of kind of capturing the dip. So I think it wants to do it that way. All right. So let's see. We can still get next week within a week some kind of a dip. But if not, then the sideways consolidation is all we get, and now we're heading for a nice summer rally. All right. Okay, so that's on S&P 500, and let's do side-by-side comparison. I will put daily chart on the right side. Left chart is for day trading, only for today's trade. Let me put S&P 500. You can see touch buy zone, like I said in the video in the beginning, and now the levels are here. It's near sell zone. Okay, so if you this is not where I buy. I wait for the S&P 500 to come back to the buy zone, like what happened yesterday. Bought here and now I'm just taking profits. All right, so it's easy trade. You have to sometimes wait for a couple of days, just patiently wait for it to go to buy zone and then just buy. It's not like a every day you have to make a trade. Sometimes no trades is also a good trade. So it's a game of patience. Okay, and one trade you can make easily 1%, and if you buy 3x leverage ETF, 3% gains there. Call options, you can buy unlimited amount of based on what the premium is, make unlimited amount of gains there. All right, so right now the point is it's in the sell zone. All the gains have been made, so NVIDIA pump is done. So you should be looking to take profits here, okay? So don't be crazy here and think it's gonna go to moon. Look to take profits, all right? So same thing here in the resistance near sell area. Good area to short. I don't like to short in bull market. I wait for it to go back to green zone. This is a time to take profits. And on SPY, which is the cash index, another gap up, I think they're happening today. So there you go. They're going to open another gap up. So there's a gap here around 529, gap here around 524. I don't know when that will be filled, maybe at a later day. MNQ, Nasdaq, same story here. Massive pump. It's in the second and third deviation box. Okay, so this is like I think only one time it happened before where the entire day stock market stayed in this box. This is usually a best zone to short. So again, I think time to take profits. And on triple Qs, which is the cash index, massive gap up, 1.22%. I think they're going to come start filling this gap at market open. So you should look to buy put options and uh, and exit because they could try to fill this gap and then rally again. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Dow Jones, US 30 is also pumping. and a little bit weaker compared to the indices in the neutral zone right now. Russell 2000, same thing in the neutral zone because these are mostly financial stocks and not a lot of uh, chip stocks. So mostly the gains are due to chip stocks today. And the levels on IWM are here. If there was a gap, it's filled. So the other two gaps at the bottom, not sure it's going to be filled. Maybe it's heading for a new all-time high based on other indices, and Dow Jones also. You can see there are no gaps. All the way gap is around 382, but it doesn't need to fill now. It can fill at a later date. All right, so a few stocks which I shared with my subscribers. I'm sharing here, and Shopify. Okay, I'm still holding it. Looks like massive potential. Looking for potentially this gap fill. There are a couple of gaps. Looking for 73 first target, then 76.89, which is the earnings gap. So planning to hold it for a long term. Tesla here, it's in the neutral zone. Gap down yesterday. Today, I think it's going to go and fill this gap around 184 up 1% pre-market. 184.97 is first target. Second target 192. All these yellow lines are my targets, and eventually I'll be looking for Tesla to go in 200s at some maybe in a couple of weeks to a month. Just holding patiently here. All right. You can see this new low was a divergent low. You can see PPO was making higher high, RSI was making higher high, and 8 count SPY signal and bounce. Oh, on Shopify as well, I wanted to show you here 8 count SPY signal here. All right, couple of days ago. So that was an indication we're getting ready for a bounce. So I'm bouncing. I'm buying on that risk. Crude oil. Crude oil is was in the buy zone, bounce, boom. All right, so this indicator works with everything, guys. So you can see crude oil nice from buy zone to the sell zone, 1 day profits of 2%. All right, and they recovered it. Okay, there was a trend line which was broken. You can add a trend line like this on crude oil and something like that. Still looks like it did not recover. So let's see if it can break, maybe back testing. If it can break and support, become a support, that's good, but it's right near resistance. CNQ, I wanted to buy yesterday, but I could not because I was holding Shopify. It's still in the buy zone. I just wanted to show you here, so you can take a look at these levels if you want to trade CNQ. Let's review crypto, Bitcoin. Nice moves here. You can see 9 count SPY signal here. Shared everybody, shared with all my subscribers, and all. It's there's a short video for free I shared with everybody. Okay, so you can see now getting some pullback here because it's near previous highs, so that's good. So a pullback, and now I think soon it's going to go in 70,000, 80,000. So it's getting ready for a new highs very, very soon. Ethereum, same thing, touching previous highs. 9 count sell signal here, so there's some resistance on Ethereum. But let's see what Bitcoin does. One thing to note on Ethereum future, there's a gap here around 3603. Keep that in mind. At some point, it could come back to fill this gap. You can see this gap up. It's not filled. I don't know when it could come back to fill that gap at some point. On BTC futures, there's no gap. Okay, so it's only on Ethereum futures, and then on BTC also PPO, which is the very good indicator. You can see green line is above red line for a while. Okay, so that's until that crosses, you gotta remain bullish on Bitcoin. So everything is good. Overall, looking for a little bit of pullback and then go to 80 or 90,000. All right. For day trading level, right now in the neutral zone on Bitcoin and Ethereum is in the sell zone. So I think Ethereum is going to cool down as the day progresses. Let's look at the major stocks. Apple. Quickly look at the zones here in the neutral zone right now. Okay. Amazon is going towards sell zone. Netflix is in the sell zone. Google is also going towards this gap fill and the sell zone 179.28. Meta is up pre-market. This is the other trade I shared with my subscribers. The target is 480. Meta was in the buy zone. You can see nice touch of buy zone like a day before, right? Nice bounce from buy zone now going to a sell zone. 3% trades, easy trades, guys. You can see very, very easily people can profit. All right, so Microsoft right now, Microsoft is in the sell zone. Snowflakes after earnings bounce, so it's in the sell zone. So I'm not gonna play. The play is done. Near resistance 200 EMA, so maybe it's gonna sell off. After market open, we'll see an NVDA massive bounce, 7% in thousands, but job is done. If you're done with the trade, look to take profits. I think it could try to fill some of these gaps. People might take up profits at market open. AVGO in the sell zone. Qualcomm is also in the sell zone. Very overbought short term, so not interested in any of these. AMD up 3%. Pre-market again above all moving averages, looking nice. Could go to 190 at some point, but today it's in the sell zone already. Hang Seng Index, China is in the buy zone. You can see here buy zone. So this gap is filled. I was telling everybody this gap is going to be there. So near some support in the buy zone, looking for a bounce on Hang Seng Index. Gold miners, GDX in the buy zone. All right, so there's a gap down here on daily chart, 36.92, and there's a gap here as well, 34.99. They might want to fill that gap around 35 first before going higher. Commodities, gold is a bit weak in the buy zone. So you can see nice 9 count sell signal here. And it's in the weak zone. So let's see, still a higher low. It can find support on this 20 moving average, and it's in the buy zone. So looking for a bounce here. Silver, same thing here, was in the buy zone, looking for a bounce. Natural gas, very bullish. Already touched my price target. All right, so this is done. Now near next level of resistances here. All right. Copper is right now in the buy zone. All right. Palladium is bouncing from the buy zone. Soybeans is in the sell zone. Sugar, cane is the ETF for sugar, bouncing from the buy zone in the neutral zone. Wheat just consolidating before next move higher in the neutral zone as well. Corn is going towards sell zone. All right. And that's about it. The other stock is Lululemon, which is also a nice area right now. Looks like it had a capitulation and a gap down yesterday. There was some news with this chief product officer leaving, so it could recover very fast as well. So this gap 322 is the minimum target, and that's from where we are right now, almost 7.8% away. All right, so that's another stock. You should keep that in mind. Actually, I might as well put it on the top, so it's in my radar here in the list of stocks I'm monitoring. Okay, and let's wrap up with VIX. And VIX is down 5%. That's good news, but VIX is also getting a buy signal here. So if VIX bounces, that could mean we'll have some weakness at the open. So it's in the support, I mean, in a demand zone. All right, so VIX need to bounce and then fail. All right, so a bounce can get a sharp decline for one day. If we get this decline, I don't know when and how, that will be a really good opportunity to buy. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Hope you liked the channel and hit the like button on your way out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.